Hello, everybody. This is Jason Sherman from Gridiron Football, and I'm here with Woodlawn class of 2026 wide receiver Jaiden Robinson. Jaiden, always a pleasure, man. Thanks for hopping on, do a little one-to-one, man-to-man. But I have to say, Jaiden, if we're in that situation, I'm covering you man-to-man. That's not going good for me. So I'm going to just tell you that. You're going to burn me pretty good. But, yeah, Jaiden, appreciate you joining me. We're going to hopefully do a lot of these throughout the course of the off-season as y'all getting ready for a big senior season coming up. But, Jaiden, first talk to me about, just talk to me about your junior season and how you thought it went for you.
Junior season went pretty decent. Wish it could have gone a little bit better. But senior season, it's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah, I mean it's only one of those things, right? Your senior season, you only get like one of those, and one of those you can really accomplish and have, especially really special for you. What you're taking away from the senior season? If you had to go through the senior season and at the end of it, what would in your eyes, what would be a successful senior season for you?
Make it to the dome.
Okay.
And get some more offers.
Okay, and speaking of that, tell me what's like the recruiting process for you going on right now. Have any schools started to give you some looks or send you any letters or anything like that going into your senior season?
Just some camp invites.
Okay, that's something to start. Especially speaking of camps, you actually just to get ready for the camp season. We always say that the Gridiron Football Camp Series is always a good way to get you ready. Right? It's always like a really good test run for camp season. So you participated in our first elite camp just a couple of days ago, and while it's fresh in your mind, just talk about that camp and what do you think you benefited the most from that camp.
I benefited on like the 707, the drills, all that. Just showed off my talents, my speed.
Yeah, right. You definitely got a lot of it. We're going to go back, and as y'all get a chance, we're actually going to go and really dive deep into Jaiden's highlights, and you'll be able to see that as well. But before we do that, we'll ask a couple more questions. I know you're a slot guy, so you like to beat people off your quickness, your speed, and your route running. Is there a guy that you like maybe go watch on YouTube or something like that, say, hey, I want to be somebody in the NFL that maybe like, hey, I want to be like this guy, and kind of really go off his film and how he plays and be like him?
Tank Dell,
yeah.
Johnson.
Okay, that's a good one. Why is it specifically? Because I know they're really good receivers. They're maybe not the household big like Tyreek Hill or Jamar Chase and any of those names. Why is it those guys that you really like the most?
Because they're shorter. On the shorter end.
Yeah, and there's plenty of like big time receivers that, or maybe not necessarily like 6'2", 6'3", but they kind of beat them with their quickness and speed. Jane, is there a team that you like to model? I guess like to watch, like on Sundays, like cheer for NFL team, anything like that?
The Ravens and the Saints.
Ravens and the Saints. Okay, so are you a Lamar Jackson guy? Yeah, he's definitely one of the top quarterbacks in the league. So, but if they played against each other, Ravens and Saints play against each other, who do you have to give the edge to? Who are you cheering on a little bit more than the other one?
The Ravens.
The Ravens, okay. I can't blame you, man. I've been a spoiled Saints fan, growing up a Saints fan, and Drew Brees and all of that. But now I'm not at that great point of being a Saints fan right now. Let's just say that. Is there a college team you like to cheer for or pull for?
Colorado. So
you're like big. You're on the Deion Sanders like hype train. Yeah. Okay. You like Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you like most about Travis? I know. Is there a time? I'm sure you like to see him on the Ravens if the Ravens get to draft him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Other sports besides football, I mean, and college coaches, they really like guys that can do multiple things, right? Like Swiss Army knife guys, especially multi-sport athletes. So, any other sports you play for Woodlawn?
I play basketball and I run track.
Okay. For you, how did those sports help you on the football field?
They just keep me in shape.
Yeah, right.
And keep my footwork together.
Sure, absolutely, man. I mean, anytime you can go and model your game and stay in shape, and that does really help your game. And I know that you've actually got some good genes yourself. I mean, you're actually cousins with. Actually, I interviewed Jordan when he was here at Woodlawn before he signed with Tennessee, and we did a one-on-one interview in this room, just like right now. But how cool is it to see what he's doing? I know he was at Tennessee last year. He's at Vanderbilt now, but
I grew up with him.
Yeah, for sure. That must have really helped you with your game.
Since
right?
track.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, how many times you went, y'all as kids, the playground, backyard, right? Like go up against each other one-on-one. I'm sure.
Never.
Yeah, never. You haven't went up to Jordan. Has he given you any advice?
Stay disciplined.
Stay disciplined, right?
And get good grades.
Speaking of that, what's your GPA going on right now?
I think like a 3.3.
3.3. Okay, well that's eligible. So just college coaches. I mean, you're looking at a young man we're about to look at his highlights momentarily, but he's got great quickness, great speed, good hands, and he's in for a really big senior season. He's got some good genes as well. Before we go into your highlights, I know Marcus ran with your coach a couple years ago. So what was like playing for Marcus and being under his wing?
It was a great experience. Taught us a lot as men and as football players.
And do you remember your stats from last year? Off the top of your head, maybe not? Okay, that's no problem. But like really any accolades, all district, all metro, anything like that?
I just made honorable mention.
Okay. So whatever basically your individual goals. I know you said going to the Dome. That's always a big team goal. What individual goals
I want
for you?
1,000 yards this year.
1,000 yards. Okay. You know a touchdown range you got?
Like 10 to 12.
10 to 12, just double digits.
Yeah, 10 to 12.
You got a touchdown celebration go to, or I mean, like, do you go with your teammates? You go and have a touchdown celebration in mind, or it's just like whatever's in the moment?
Whatever in the moment.
So you don't like go and like Chad Ochocinco or Terrell Owens like practice that during the week and say, hey, that's why I'm gonna be dancing on Friday nights, huh?
No, not all the time.
I like it. Now your district. I gotta say that's tough. I mean, week in, week out, you gotta play the Catholics of the world, the Zacharys, the Central. Central just won a state championship. What team do you get like most excited for playing against in that district? If you had to choose one of those teams, what team are you most excited to play for or play against? I would say.
Probably Central.
Yeah, the defending state champs. Why Central? Why they stick out a little bit more?
Because they win.
Yeah, and they're gonna be probably winning. Hopefully, y'all get in the mix of things this year and they compete for a district and state championship this year. So that'll be really good. So Jaiden, I know we've been waiting for it. We're going to go and then look at your highlights and see what we got. And I know we're going to be looking at here, but if you're watching, you also get a chance to see what we're talking about too and get a chance to see Jaiden's highlights. So let's go back to your junior season. So let's see what we got here. So Jaiden Robinson, junior season highlights. Number 15. There we go. So this is off the bat. We got Zachary right here. And you're in the slot. It's is that a wheel route action?
Just a little wheel.
Little wheel? Okay. Man, you got pretty wide open that time, man. I gotta say so. So we got Walker. Is that Walker High right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, the concentration caught that one? So tell me a little bit about that.
It was third down and long. Had to go deep.
Okay. So they do a lot of other stuff with you. It's not just like the passes downfield. They do a lot of like jet sweeps and some handoffs.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we got here. Is that a Southern?
Yeah, this is Southern District Jamboree.
Okay. Who'd y'all play in the Jamboree?
McKinley.
McKinley, okay. Throwing on the run. You have to go up and get that one a little bit, all right? Yeah, just get you in the open field, right? Just get you a little bit of a running start. Is that like, I'm sure we won't go over your favorite plays, but getting you in motion, I'm sure that's something that you're really excited about.
Yes, sir.
You're a little slippery in the open field, I gotta say. All right, Southern again against McKinley. Tell me about your young quarterback right here. Yeah.
Great guy.
Great guy, pretty good quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of him this year.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. So you're getting a handoff here, all right. So that must not felt good at the end of that one, right? You ran right into the until the stands. That's hilarious. The bleachers. So talking about just your unique part of the game, right? I mean, you do a lot of different stuff. Like you're in the slide, you're getting handoffs, you're getting pop passes. What's most exciting about playing in this offense, knowing that you touch the ball a lot of different times in a lot of different ways?
Well, that's a hard question.
Yeah, you're very versatile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, just like you get to do a lot of different stuff. Like it's like, hey, do you know, like you go into the huddle and this play has been drawn up for you, and you're like, okay, all right, like you have an idea, like, all right, this play's going to me. I got you, man. So we went and talked and just saw his junior high, I guess like junior season highlights as well for his junior season, Jaiden Robinson, and Jaiden, just from your highlights. A lot of college coaches, they also get a chance to watch your highlights too. So, what do you have to say to college coaches about what they should be seeing when they watch you on film?
A lot of speed, a lot of breaking tackles, and a lot of leadership.
Is there a college you have in mind that you like want to play for? Up to you. Does it really matter?
Just in the college.
So it doesn't have to be in Louisiana. If it was like out of state, you would go there as well.
Yep.
Okay. Well, your coach is like so. You would get willing to go anywhere, and everywhere, and it doesn't matter how far away. And you just want an opportunity to compete, right?
Yes, sir.
Opportunity to show your stuff. Is any camps you're looking to go to in the off season? Have you planned that out yet, or you're still kind of
probably
looking at everything?
Little camps, Tulane, LSU. It's any camp I can go to, I'm gonna go.
Okay. What was your favorite football memory? Is there anything that's really stood out to you playing, or just like it could be a game, your favorite game that you played in, or a favorite moment that you played in, anything like that? If you had to go and reflect back on.
I can't really think of one.
Not really.
Well, McKinley Jamboree game was probably my favorite.
Okay, this past year. Okay, when we saw, a lot of your highlights that we saw on your film came from that game, so it makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, for you, just your teammates. Just I know you're a senior leader. You've been a part of this program. Just as a senior leader, this senior class. Tell me how special is it, and just being involved with those guys.
We got so much talent in the senior class. People not gonna know what hit them. We got some underdogs. Some unheard people. We got big names like Tyrone, Caden. But I need to look out for Ahmad, Trent, another kid named Jaiden, a kid named Aprilio, a kid named Alonzo.
Yeah.
Pretty much just all our seniors. We're gonna have a lot to show.
Yeah. Have you done 7-on-7 yet?
I play for RPA.
Oh, RPA. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you actually were part of that championship team when that was a gridiron football 7-on-7 tournament. So tell me, I need like a little play-by-play or just like a little recap about that tournament. So it looks like all these other teams were doing all these interviews throughout the day and saying, like the Louisiana said, we got this in the bag. It's like, we got this in the bag. Cream was like, we're going to beat everybody. But here's RPA just kind of like sneaking around, and y'all actually end up winning the whole thing. So how cool was that?
It was fun. It was a great experience.
Yeah, and it had been pretty rewarding, right, to beat Cream, because Cream, I mean, there's a lot of guys that you know on that team. So
I know that whole Cream team.
So it's a little sweet when you get the trophy at the end. So that's
A lot of
that's
bragging
pretty cool.
rights.
Oh yeah, you know it. So that's what's really cool about that. A lot of guys that you're going to be competing against, not only 7-on-7, but in pads. Do you play defense from 7-on-7? You try play sometimes. Okay. For you, how much does that benefit you? Just as knowing as a slot receiver, actually probably could help you a lot.
It really just helped me learn all the routes how what defenders think when they guarding somebody.
Right. Exactly. Any people that you want to thank for helping you and being in the position that you are in going to your senior year? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? You know, like people are watching, so make sure you give a shout out to anybody that you want to give a shout out to.
To my mama, Coach Randall, Coach TD, pretty much all the coaches that got me through the process of becoming a football player and a great man.
And that's not a bad guy to learn, being a receiver from, TD, because I'm not sure, I'm sure he told you this before. It was Grambling, and he actually beat Jerry Rice's, I believe it was his career receiving record in the SWAC. So, and Jerry Rice is like the greatest wide receiver of all time. So, what's it like playing for TD?
It's fun. It's just a lot of work.
He makes y'all work a lot, huh? Yeah, he's a track guy too. So he helps you with track. Okay, what's your run, by the way, in track?
I run 100. I do long jump, and I run a 4x1.
What's your favorite event?
4x1.
Okay, why is 4x1 your favorite?
I don't know. It's just the atmosphere.
Yeah. Yep. Any track goals coming up?
I want to make it to state.
We'll make it to state. Okay. Play at LSU. That's cool. And basketball. Did y'all just finish y'all season in basketball? Okay. And what position you play on the basketball court?
Point guard.
Point guard. Okay. So you're really running the offense, huh? So, tell me about your basketball game. What should we know about Jaiden Robinson, the basketball player?
I'm fast with the ball. I can space the flow out, and I can shoot.
So you do a little bit of everything offensively, huh? I like it. You create your own shot. Have you started looking at your March Madness brackets yet? Is there a team? Do you follow college basketball at all?
Not always.
Not always?
I just watch it a little bit.
You just watch it and just see all the craziness unfold?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you there. So who was actually your pick for the Super Bowl?
Eagles.
You were Eagles, so you're pulling for the Eagles, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of glad between you and me. Like, I'm glad the Eagles won because I'm kind of tired of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win all the time. So I'm glad that the Eagles were able to win. Jalen Hurts is a good guy. Devontae Smith was a guy I actually covered too in high school. So yeah, and followed his career. So that's pretty cool that he's doing a lot of great things. And also Caleb Ricks is his older brother Elias Ricks, and Caleb Ricks played in a bowl game, and he's playing for the Eagles. So yeah, got some Louisiana connections there. So is there anything else you wanna say here before we break down I guess like your favorite plays and favorite routes? So anything you want to break down, Jaiden, before we I guess we go and break out to the board.
Just be ready for Woodlawn this year.
All right, y'all hear it, guys. We're gonna take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll go talk on the whiteboard. We'll talk some football plays. But you're watching, I guess like we like to call Inside the Huddle with Jace Lejeune. Jace Lejeune from Gridiron Football. We just saw the first segment. We get to know about Jaiden Robinson, Woodlawn class of 2026 wide receiver, one of the top upcoming senior receivers in the Baton Rouge area. And here we got Jaiden actually drawing some plays for us at the whiteboard, so he's going to break down his favorite routes that he likes to run. A couple years ago, I did this segment with Jamar Chase, actually back when Jamar was in high school, and Jamar would actually draw up his favorite routes, and so I thought that was always pretty cool for them to do something like that. So we're actually going to go back to the board to Jaiden, and Jaiden, let's see here. We got a lot of fancy stuff going on, a lot of different routes. So Jaiden, let's pretend I'm just like the average Joe. I don't know anything about football. Explain to me what is going on right here.
Just the post and the out and up concept for real. A drag out this receiver, a curl, and a flat out the running back. This is my favorite route right here.
Okay.
And this the post just to clear out the out and up.
So that was kind of similar to one of your plays actually on the highlight film. It was kind of like that up and kind of out. I believe that was like the second. I think it was like the second play on there that we go back and look. It was kind of like a wheel route. But why do you like this route so much?
It confuses the linebacker.
Yeah, so it kind of sets you free, right?
It's always open.
Okay. So, is there a specific coverage that y'all like to run this against? Like more like man to man, just like man. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So, is that just your favorite against man, or is that just like favorite against
all around?
All around. Okay. Is there like a favorite route that you like to run? Maybe a different route that you like to run from? I guess maybe against zone. Is there anything that you like to something quick?
Route.
Okay.
Over route.
Okay.
It's like this. So you go in, up, and back in.
Okay. You're pretty tough. I mean, that's a tough part of the field. You got a lot of action going on. You got linebackers there, safeties there. So you're tough. You have to make those catches over the middle.
Yeah.
You're going to make sure to hang on, right?
Yes, sir.
I gotcha. Now, we've seen you a lot. If you go back to your highlights, we've seen a lot of you in the slot. Do you go on the out? Do you line up a lot of times on the outside?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. For you, when you line up on the outside, how different is it for you?
It's no different.
Okay. For if you line up on the outside, or like an X or Z or anything like that, do you like to run just like an all go, or like is there a specific route that you like to run on the outside and not in the slot?
A curl.
A curl, okay. We've seen a lot of those like over the middle. They just those quick ones, right? Those little pop ones. You just do a little curl and you're able to catch those. Why do you like the curl routes? Is it like just to kind of get you open a little bit, something quick that you can actually be able to run?
It give me more open space.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And yeah, just overall for these other receivers, what I mean, for you, do you like to block in the running game if you have to? If y'all have to run the football?
I like to block.
You like to block? Okay. So why do you like to block? What's the most enjoyable part about doing that? Just being physical?
Yeah, just the physicality.
Get in the other DB's head a little bit, right? And sometimes I'll probably set you up being them one-on-one. So is there another? What's your second favorite one? If it wasn't for this route concept, is there another one that you really like?
A corner.
A corner? Okay. Yeah. We'll draw that one on the board and see what you think about that. Yep. You can borrow that. Give us like another one that you really like to run.
It's just a corner.
Okay.
And a hitch. Pitch on this side too, and a corner on this side, and the running back got an option route.
Okay, so I guess I'm assuming you're going to be lined up on the left side of the slot.
Left or right.
Left or right. Okay, for you, do you rather? Which side does it really matter for you?
It don't matter.
Okay.
It all depends on how my quarterback wants to throw it.
Okay, I gotcha. So it's like kind of like that corner. Especially, I bet you like that route run like inside the 25 when you get to run that towards the pylon, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's kind of like y'all go to in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. So your quarterback, so he's a righty, exactly, right? So have you ever got a chance to work with a lefty? Do you think it would look different if how different would you think that would be if you had to work with a?
I feel like it'd be weird to catch the ball.
Because the ball would rotate like the other direction, opposite. So yeah, that would be an adjustment. But now, have you got a chance to work with Ricky throwing the ball? Okay, so How different you have to adjust knowing that like Ricky's got some he's got an arm, right?
But he throw hard too.
Yeah. Okay.
They throw about the same.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's got an arm too. So it wasn't really much of a transition.
Nah, not really a difference.
Okay. Well, what was it like playing with Ricky?
It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
He was a cool leader, I guess.
Yeah. Right. I guess we got to see him do his thing at old Syracuse. So I'm excited for him to see what he can do. But for you, this spring, just like how excited are you to really work with these guys, especially his team?
I'm so ready.
Yep.
Finna put Woodlawn on the map.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, how many times they got you? Maybe running like Wildcat or anything like that. Do they have a package for you yet? Are you trying to convince coach? Like, I know you're trying to get a new coach coming in. So are you going to try to convince like, hey coach, you do know that I play some QB too, and I like to throw the ball a little bit. You gonna tell him that?
Yeah,
okay.
Just a sneaky little pass.
What do you think? Are you a lefty yourself or you're a righty?
I'm a righty.
Okay. You think you can, if something were to happen, with your QB, you can fill in?
I can step in.
You can step in? Yeah, and you probably actually have that. It probably helps, if you're a receiver making that transition to quarterback because
I'm not gonna do too much throwing. I'm running. I'm
gonna just tuck in and run, huh? Yeah, but and they've also, we go back to your highlights. They've also used you as a running back too.
That was my first position before I played slot.
Okay, so you played running back. You were running back first before receivers. So, for you, was there any? Was that a natural transition for you?
Yeah, it was just easy and natural.
You get flashbacks when they do hand you the ball, like from a running back position. I was like, oh, this is going back to the old days, huh? So was that your position, like Pee Wee?
Yeah, for the Jaguars.
Okay, for the Jaguars. Okay, yeah, for sure. That's definitely a great organization in Baton Rouge, and they do a lot of great stuff. So, so we get to find out basically your favorite plays. So, I'm sure, hopefully, there's not a lot of, teams that are looking at this right now and saying, like, if he's in the slot, get ready for the corner route. So, we got to watch out for old 15. But, Jaiden, it's always a pleasure, man. Thanks for coming in, showing us a little bit of X's and O's for the general fans out there, some things that you like to watch. So, if you're a Woodlawn fan, basically keep an eye on a couple of these plays being run throughout the course of the year. But Jaiden's always been a pleasure, man. Looking forward to catching you throughout the course of the season. And also, we'll also have some highlights too during the interview, so you can go back and check that out. And we'll also, Jaiden was one of our players that participated in our Gridiron Football League camp. So we're also going to have some coverage of that too, including Jaiden probably burned a couple other DBs in the dust, leaving them in the dust at the camp at Lamar Dixon. So you can go back and watch that too. But looking forward to catching Jaiden his senior season, and looking forward to many more of these we'll do over the course of the off season. And hopefully we get to chat once again with Jaiden before the season starts. We'll have our media day in June. So for Jaiden Robinson, I'm Jason Luzerne. We'll catch you on next time and Inside the Huddle with myself, Jason Luzerne. We'll see you all next time here on another edition of Inside the Huddle here at Gridiron Football.